let's play that What's the Ticker song, and then
Tick the cat, ripping crypto like a gat. See the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat, money counter on his lap, gold chain with the strap, cashing out hella clams. He's got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another sell off. We've been had, not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip by 1%, it didn't slip. Bullish on another flip. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another sell-off. We've been had, not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip by 1%, it didn't slip. Ripping crypto like a gat. See the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat, money counter on his lap, gold chain with the strap, cashing out hella clams. He got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Ripping crypto like a gat, see the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat, money counter on his lap, gold chain with a strap, cashing out hella clams. He's got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another sell-off. We've been had, not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip by 1%, it didn't slip. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another sell-off. We've been had, not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip by 1%, it didn't slip. I put the crypto on my tab, put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another sell-off. We've been had, not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip by 1%, it didn't slip. Take the cat, ripping crypto like a gat. See the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat, money counter on his lap, gold chain with a slap.
Whoa.
all right,
Dang.
all right, all right. Good morning, Tick. How are you?
Good morning. Hey, is that version like a longer
Oh
version?
shit,
It's like a longer, it's like an extended version, isn't it?
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
It's
is
not
your
bad.
remastered version.
It gives me time to get my coffee, so that's good.
Yes, it's just long enough to get your coffee, which is great on this Saturday. I was ill prepared. I had a lot to do today, and that is mainly because my eyes couldn't be taken off the Ethereum chart. So I got in trouble with the rest of that I needed to do throughout the day, which I at one point had four devices. I was in two or three spaces at the same time while listening to an AMA on Telegram. So that also did not contribute to anything else happening. That's why I still got to fix dinner later on. But yes, we're on its way. I think the whistle has been blown for alt season, and I don't think enough people are getting the signal, even though we talked about it for a long time. When we look at the market, we do see people believing. But yeah, do you have your coffee yet? Yeah, take. Are you
Yeah,
ready?
I made it like way too strong today. I poured way
Oh.
too much. I don't know what the, dude, it tastes like motor
Oh.
oil. It is so,
Is it-
yeah, I should take a picture of it. It's gnarly.
Yeah, well, a picture would be enough to get everybody else going. I
Yeah.
mean, is your
It's
spoon, when you put your spoon in there, is this just sticking up straight?
pretty much. It's like mud. It's like sludge for
Yeah.
real. And
Oh, God.
yeah, it's bitter. Do you are you drinking coffee right now?
I'm drinking some coffee. I was opting first for matcha, but that takes a moment to make. That takes me like a good 15 minutes
Mm.
to make the matcha, and I needed a little bit more power. So yeah, I know Lamb is gonna tell me I drink too much coffee, but I have to today. It's a must, you guys. It's a must,
Mm.
and we need to get ready and accepting that we might just need a little bit more caffeine the coming months. If not, cases of freaking Red Bull. No, no,
Yes,
it's
there we go.
we
Monster
should we
butt
should.
chugging Monster energy drinks.
Yes, right. Sponsored by. This all season is sponsored by. Well, you guys, this is a non-recorded space. We also not have a live stream because it's the weekend. Market's pumping. We deserve a little bit of time off and just vibe, right? So, just also, I forgot to post the link out earlier, so there's that as well. So, but hey, if you want to come up on stage, you want to shill yourself, shill something, always good to go. You just want to vibe out. You want to share what you have in your portfolio, right? We like to know. We like to know. So, weekend space. We're just connecting. We're just staying on track. I do have a big tip for followers later on in the space. If you want to gain more followers, right now I'm on an average between 100 and 250 a day, right? And if you kind of think that you're needing that, and you have a 10 minutes out of every hour to go with that, then we got some alpha on that. Mainly it's about how you respond to other people's posts and how you are using some bigger posts that other people make, and how to not really copycat that, but transform it a little bit into your own idea to drive some traffic. We got Sui Booster here on stage. Sui Booster, good morning.
GM, everybody. How are you guys doing today?
How are we
Happy
doing good?
Saturday.
Oh,
Hey, good
yeah,
morning.
I'm on it. I have had 2.5 hours of sleep and a 15-minute cat nap, and I'm still going. And yeah,
Sheesh. That means the bull run's coming.
it's yes.
Where are you printing today?
Well, I had some longs open. So I wake up every day, my time, 4 a.m., to set up my trades. That for me is kind of like the best time always. And not always, but 80% of the time. And so I did have a few longs out of it, kind of tricky because I never put out longs on memes usually because they're so volatile. So you can get liquidated, especially if you're using high leverage, if you're using 100x to, yeah, you can go up to 500x, but you can just one little wick can get you out of the equation. So that was kind of scary. So I had to babysit those for a little bit. And I took a long out on a few actually in the afternoon. Things started to looking really up again. And so, yeah, I'm trading some. I'm trading some. I'm trying to, um, yeah, make some bread, you guys, because I'm full time in the crypto. And so these future trading are my bread and butter. This is what gonna have to pay me my mortgage and my electricity bill. Oh, let's get Sui Booster back. So I have to. I do notice though, and I have to share that. Just to be honest about all of this, this is not. Sometimes it may sound like this is like easy money, but actually it takes attention. It takes some work. There's also now the pressure very much of yes, this is income for me, so I need to, and so I'm really feeling the pressure looking at my trades, right? And I'm trying not to let that intervene much. But hindsight, I took these meme coin longs because um, I kind of felt the pressure and I wanted to make a bigger move. And that is greed talking. And so I got away with it with these longs. I got away with it this time. But I really had to talk to myself and be like, hey, that pressure, we got to bring that down. Maybe tomorrow I have some plans to go touch some grass and come back with a fresh mind and stick better to my rules, right? Because that's how you get yourself in
Yeah.
trouble. The market does not reward greed. And so anytime I feel like I'm in a hurry to make the money, it's because of the pressure that I feel because it's my bread and butter. Then I got to check myself and I got to calm down. I got to calm down and just do what's right and stick with the plan. Yeah. So, Booster, what are you trading today? What are you doing? Or what are you building? What are we up to?
Well, we actually just launched on Hyperliquid yesterday. We
Wow.
have successfully deployed our volume bot, and so we went and launched on Hyperliquid. Our goal is to have exposure to every chain. Not one single chain is going to win in the bull run. There's always going to be opportunity and money everywhere. You just have to look for it. So, since we are invested in our DAO members, we're looking for the money wherever we can find it. So, right now, Hyperliquid looks like it's catching a lot of traction. It's actually it surpassed Sui already as far as market cap goes. And there's a lot of liquidity that's flowing around. So, we're just positioning ourselves. We're not trying to be greedy. We're not trying to get the token to go really high. We just want people to see the products that we're building, and you can never come to a blockchain and extract. You always have to dive. into it and become part of the community, right? So that's exactly what we did. So we launched our token. There's a couple of people that were migrating over from Sui to Hyperliquid so that they can have exposure to that chain. And overall, we're doing pretty good. I'm very excited for the things that we have been able to accomplish so far. So we are now on Hyperliquid. So if you guys do have Hyperliquid and you want to throw something, I think our market cap right now is at 14K market cap. Um, is just to get that exposure, right? And everything with time will eventually explode on these chains that are extremely new. So I'm very bullish on building on multiple chains, not just one.
Yes, bullish. That's a strategy, right? That's a tactic. Not often used. A lot of projects that build utility remain maxi, but the ones that are pretty successful, even the bigger ones, right? Like Solent, also building on Sui, making it Sui Land, same team, same thing, right? Yeah, it's just broaden the horizon, especially if you're building utility. I cannot agree more. I'm bullish on you, Booster, for seeing that that needs to cross a little bit more. Of course, volume is going to come for everything and all, and it's nice to be on the front row seats when it does happen. Yes, very much agreed there. Very much agreed there. So let's have a look at that E chart, right? Because man, ETH can really pump, and we kind of forgot that ETH can really pump. I mean, yeah, this is for a lot of people that are new in the space. This is going to come as a complete surprise. For others, we're like, yes, we're so back when it comes to ETH. We have broken a very gnarly resistance. So gnarly, it was the half of the lifespan of Ethereum that a trend line has been giving. Not just a little resistance, but every time he got there, he got slapped in the face, like punched in the face, all the way down to as low as the last point was at 1300 for Ethereum, which is crazy, right? What a crazy number for Ethereum. When we saw that, it was like, what is happening? People believe the FUD it down some more, right? And yeah, that's how the big money wins, right? Because they know. But ETH now pumping over that trend line is really waking up the market. I see the dominance just drop below 60% today. That's kind of like an alarm bell ringing for me. That's like the biggest whistle that we should pay attention. All season is cooking, right? And whether that looks like a big ass relief rally or the actual real deal, it's going to be really great. However, Bitcoin still sits at 116, and we saw Bitcoin just pumping just a little. But ETH stealing the show right here. What can we expect? Well, I still expect Ethereum to have to come and retest that 42.2. So that might happen in the coming time. It doesn't need to. It would be very bullish if it did. Look for some lift back on that trend line. Look for some lift. It kind of we kind of the trend line kind of owes Ethereum to act as a trampoline here instead of a freaking punch in the face. So I could see that happening very much so because we're looking a little bit cooked now on the hourly time frames, even though that daily still looks good when you on a stochastic, but when you actually put the real RSI on it there, you can see that it's overextending by a lot already. And so maybe a little retest. If you see that happening, not to worry, your alts might turn a little red from it as well. They are a little bit cooked and need to retest a little lower, not much. And so these anything red that you can still spot in the market for me is like ding 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 last buying opportunity, or at least for a little while to come, right? So so that there is that. If we did that, if it does that retest, we're going to 5K in a hurry, and this is no joke. So if we're not going to retest and we're going to do that, I don't really see it. I don't see it having enough pull for that. So a retest would be bullish in this case. Just do a real little retest, and then on that retest, probably Bitcoin is going to pump and drive some of that dominance up, and then a bump and run for Ethereum. And if you think it's pumping quickly right now, I think the that move and then from that retest to 5K is going to be very fast. I think that's going to be a very sweet and fast move there. What do you think, Dick? Did I just say thick?
The thick coffee.
You think
Yes.
coffee?
Yeah. No, it does 422.22. It just keeps. We've got a runner right now.
Yeah,
Earlier when I tried.
I
Yeah.
actually, my line was 4289.
Okay.
Yeah, 4289, 4300 roughly, right? And I think it still has stamina to do that, but I don't think it has a lot more. Um, just well, let us have a look at the
And I'm looking at the GF
yeah.
MACD that you had
Mm-hmm.
shown me, and so it's sort of coiling along the upper half of it now. So that's in overbought conditions.
Is
No,
that Gaussian filter?
GF
I guess.
MACD by Lux. Yeah, Kaufman. Um,
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Kaufman close.
so is that what we're
The
seeing? Is it coiling in the overbought
no,
conditions?
no.
No. Okay.
No, well, the Gaussian filter all over the MACD. So what it shows you here is like a little RSI movement as well.
Mm,
But when you actually put the actual RSI on it, like in the moment, not a slowed down version like the stochastic, you can actually see. Well, let's look at Connor's RSI. I can probably give you the same. Um, Hold on, could probably give you the same thing.
there we go. Yeah, I just threw it up, and then I'll put it on 2 hour. Or no, I'll put on 4 hour.
Yeah. Okay. So the Connor RSI gives you the same. That's the faster one.
Uh huh.
And so there you can clearly see that that one is in overbought conditions
Mm,
already.
mm-hmm.
Cooked. We're cooking
Okay.
against it.
Okay. And we'll see a death
While,
cross soon. Well, on the stochastic, we
well,
would see a death cross coming up.
no, because the stochastic is just halfway there.
Mm,
What does it tell us? That we could stay up to the ceiling for a little bit more,
mm,
and then that stochastic will catch up, and then we're gonna go down because these two has to have to be they have to agree. They have to
correspond.
complement each other
Mm,
for a move down. So I don't see the move down yet, but we're getting there. We're getting
mm.
there.
Yeah, I can see.
But
Yeah, it's coiling at the top on the
mm,
stochastic on the 4 hour. Yeah. Huh.
yes, and on the lower time frames, it also gives that bearish. The corner also gives that bearish divergence
Mm,
there, which always happens, you guys. That always happens when it pumps hard. A bearish divergence on an RSI is then very normal to appear. I'm not worried about any of that, especially not on lower end time frames. It just tells me that, all right, well, how high can we go? That's basically what we need to look at because we always need to do a little retest, especially when it comes to the higher market caps they do, right? So it's not going to last forever at all. So remarkable Pepe moving with Ethereum. I kind of, what is Pepe on? Same kind of looks like Ethereum on the daily. The technicals are actually. Um, if you haven't had your longs in already, I would not then long anything here for on the day, right? Wait for Sunday to happen for that. Usually, I don't even trade on the weekend. However, I do want to give, again, I've been telling you guys for weeks now about a state X ESX, right? I've been telling you at 0.006 price is now 0.023. It already did a rip after that, and now the second rally has started already. Do your own research. Go on their page in the Telegram. It's a RWA blockchain made for real estate. It is, I think, going to be a big narrative. We were in the crypto moonlight in Lam and Max space, kind of figuring out like, hey, is this RWA now going to be a thing this alt season? And I don't. I may it may not take the number one, but it's going to make a big move from the top narratives, right? Getting in maybe and even the second narrative here, and because it does have a lot of bullish momentum here overall. Let me make a post about. I'm just gonna be.
there is a
Um,
ticker I brought last week called PhiProtocol.ai. It's the one that works. It's like a wormhole for I don't really understand it enough. Something with hyperliquid and bridging chains. And anyway, it was up 162% yesterday. Right now, it's at 135% on the daily. The market cap is at 2.1 mil. But this is one that I brought to you a week ago, but you faded it because you didn't like the vibe. But
Yeah.
yeah, Five Protocol. This one definitely it made me a little bit of money this week because I've just been holding it since I bought in, and then it
Hmm.
ripped up 160% yesterday, and it's still sitting at 135% today. So you're not gonna want to blast the top. I wouldn't recommend that, but maybe add it to your watch list, and it could be something that you're interested in. Personally, like I see opportunity, but it is a full disclosure. It was launched on Pump, which that turns a lot of people off.
Yes.
However, if you look at their website, it looks like it took more than an hour to build, and for me, that's enough. So yeah, if you're easily FOMO'd like me, then this could be your type of thing. The funny thing is it's called Phi protocol, and Phi is actually the golden ratio, the Fibonacci
Yeah.
sequence. That
Yeah.
is what Phi is. Like there's pi and there's Phi, and
Yeah.
Phi translates to the golden ratio. So that was one. That was what originally caught my eye. And then when I saw that there was actual tech AI native liquidity layer for Hyperliquid, Solana, and more, that was one thing that I was like, okay, maybe this is worth looking at. It still could be a rug. I don't know. It's like a month old, so with these things, you never know.
Well, keep it on
So
your watch list,
yeah,
right?
but
Because
for me,
these are
it's
so
yeah.
very, very low cap. So it might not be an altcoin season pony
Mm.
as quote unquote first mover, right? If it's low cap enough, right, they will not do billies instantly,
Yeah,
for
two
sure.
mil. It's at 2 mil.
Yeah.
I threw it in the what's the ticker
Yeah.
TG. I just
Yeah.
made a call. I finally made a call, which I wish I had done earlier, but I
Yeah.
felt nervous about it after we were discussing the pump launch. I was kind of like, ooh. But now after the last couple days, I'm like, okay. My initial gut feeling was correct. But with these things, you never know. I've been screwed royally by projects that looked so promising, that had amazing looking websites with amazing crisp clean images with like 3D elements, soft
Yeah,
gradients,
that
like
says nothing anymore.
dude,
And
it does. Yeah,
sometimes the
it was.
utility sounds really good too,
Yeah,
but
yeah, and sometimes it's
you
vaporware.
know,
It's
yeah.
impossible technology that actually couldn't even exist. Like I'm not talking about
Well,
this one, but sometimes they're
yeah.
like advertising. Oh yeah, and then it'll do this, and it'll like make your bed for you too, and do the dishes, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
that's not happening.
I believe
Okay,
it. Say, make
I
me a coffee. I'll believe it. I'll
yeah yeah.
buy.
I took
Let's
it
say
too
good
far.
morning to Trash Panda. Trash Panda, good morning to you, or good
Such a
evening, wherever you are.
fire username.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What
Happy
up?
weekend. Sorry about the noise. I'm currently in the galley cleaning.
Yeah, your username makes up for it. What is Trash Panda? That is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish I could live like move to a farm and like you have those little rascals. You can't tame them and they destroy whatever they like. I like
Trash
perfect.
pandas?
Yeah.
I've never come across
Like
like a
raccoons.
raccoon.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
raccoon.
raccoons,
yeah,
Trash Panda. Yeah.
yeah. They're illegal in Norway. It kind of kills. Like I want to move away.
They're so cute though. I love them. I love
I know,
raccoons.
but you can't really tame them, and
You
You
that's
can't.
can't.
like, oh,
They're
You can't.
untamable.
it's just like me.
Want to hear my Trash Panda story? So there was a girl that I knew that was taking up a lot of animals that were that couldn't go to the shelter because the shelters were overflowing, and then she would have like all these cages, and she would have birds, and she would have like all sorts of rabbits, you name it, right? And she was working at the shelter as well. But then when they didn't have room, they would go to her house, and so there was she got a raccoon that was hit by a car, and so we went to the vet, everything, and then she took it in, and it was kind of in a big cage in the backyard. And I was coming over for some coffee, and she's like, "Don't go to the raccoon," right? And I'm just right, and I'm just looking at all these cages walking by, and there sits that little raccoon, and he had his little, because they have like little tiny hands,
Yeah.
and he was sitting there looking at me with these eyes big, right? Like, hey, come say
Oh
hi.
my God.
And he had these little black fingers going like, towards me with his hand, like, give me.
Oh my
And so
gosh.
I was like, ah, look at this cute thing.
Hmm.
And I'm having my finger against the glass, right? and it just grabbed my finger through the gauze. I was bleeding.
Whoa.
And he wanted to and he wanted to chew off my finger. I was like,
Whoa.
what the hell is this? What a freaking, I
Wow.
mean, look,
That's kind of
I've
traumatizing because you didn't expect it. Yeah, I've had stuff like that
no,
happen with
it was sitting
animals and
there,
it's
it was
scary.
luring me in. It was
Yeah.
a demon.
It,
It was
Yeah.
luring me
Oh
in. He
my
was
gosh.
like
it
really
wasn't a
cute.
demon.
It was possessed.
No,
Demon.
that's what they all do. They look really cute. They try to lure you in. It's like, come here, come here. And then it was like with your finger, and then boom, I don't know. They took my finger, trying to rip it through
Oh my
the
gosh.
fence, right? Wanted to chew on my, and then luckily my friend came out and she was like, "Oh no, right? I told you not to go to the to the recruiter." I was like, well, I kind of felt like I was a little kid getting
Oh my
scolded, right?
gosh. I told you
Yeah,
not to go to the
shouldn't have done
recruiter.
that, right?
That sounds like a perfect trash panda.
That is
Yeah.
a
Cute but
trash panda.
deadly.
Yeah, a deadly trash panda.
What
But they're
so
Cute but
cute.
deadly.
is it a launch? Do you have a project as well? I'm just kind of curious.
Oh yeah, no, no, I don't have a launch, and
Oh,
but I'm like working on like on the side on something, but it's more like stoned rabbits actually. It's an NFT collection. Like in 1 week, we're gonna get our own slot machine up on gambler.io, if you guys know what it is. It's like
on what
one of
IO?
the biggest, like, yeah, gambler.io. It's like the biggest, one of the biggest, like, crypto casinos up there. That's gonna like give us like revenue from the profit of the slot machine to the holders, like monthly. So that's
Oh,
pretty cool.
sick. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm looking at the collection Stoned Rabbits. 70% minted out. Is this is your collection?
Nah, I'm like part of it.
Oh,
Like it's not from me. It's Sky's. I'm just like I've supported him like for ages. Like
awesome.
I like the guy. He's transparent and he does like crazy stuff for the community and trying to build something real. So
Where do you live?
Norway.
Oh, wow, these pictures that you have on your profile are absolutely incredible.
Yes, I know
Whoa,
Norway because I posted a thing with the
that's crazy.
water,
Dude,
and so yeah, well, not too
beautiful.
far away, right?
Beautiful
Not too far.
pictures. Yeah, you talk
Hmm.
kind of like Wilder, so I was like you guys sound like neighbors. Dude,
Kind of.
this picture, the late GM, happy weekend to all. So I live in California, US, so we don't have like this
No, I used to
when
live
you
there
see
before.
Europe, it has like this old timey like old world vibe to it. All these buildings have been there for like hundreds of years, and you can see the architecture and all that shit. We don't have that here in California so much. So when I see that
I'll,
stuff, it's like it's astonishing. It's like whoa. There's a few
I'll
places you can go in California that kind of emulate it, but have you been
I'll
out?
send you a picture in the comments, like right outside now. You're gonna be like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
Jurassic Park! What is this?"
that's
You know,
cool.
it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
What?
Hey, Panda, if you want to pin something up for the project, then go ahead. This is just a cook space on Saturdays. Also not recorded, you guys, so everybody is welcome to jump on stage. If you're on stage, you are allowed to pin something up, to shill something, shill yourself, get some more followers, right? Go get networking, and connect.
let's see. I'll try to get something up on the jumbotron. Like I always forget about it. But I posted a
Make a
picture
moment.
now, like right outside the boat. I guess I guess if you want to see. But I also lived in California, like San Diego, outside of there, like one
Hold on.
year.
You have you been to California?
Yeah, I lived there for a year.
Oh, you lived in San Diego?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
or Escondido, like close
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I'm 45 minutes from Escondido. Escondido is
Oh, really?
beautiful. Yeah, Escondido, you go down to San Diego and it's a lot different than Los Angeles. When you go up to Los Angeles, it's like a cesspool. It's gross and
Mm.
dirty, but San Diego is more of like a beach, and you got like the Mexico influence in San Diego, so it's like just a way more laid back vibe in San Diego. I'm in Orange County, and so Orange County, are you familiar with
Oh,
what
cool.
Orange County is like?
Yeah, I've been there. I lived there for a year. I worked as a chef at Harrah's Rincon,
Oh, at where?
Harrah's Rincon Resort, up in the valley.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
so
believe it
sick.
was.
That's so sick.
Oh, yeah, I was there for a year in
Yeah.
Fiore Fish and Steakhouse. If you ever like
Yeah.
ate there.
Yeah, yeah. Orange County is kind of known for being like the rich people place or whatever. So yeah,
Oh,
the nice steakhouses and all that stuff. I mean, you have LA too. You have the nice parts of LA. But Orange County is like the suburb that like all the, you know, the higher income live. And so I live here because it's
uh,
like it's safe. I don't have the high income, but I live here because I don't have to worry about my car getting broken into. So I pay the extra rent money to live where it's
I
safe.
lived in like in between like two gangs. It was like shooting
Yeah.
nearly daily.
Oh, okay. You were, was that in Orange County?
No, no, it
In
was somewhere
Escondido?
in Escondido
Oh wow.
or like yeah,
Yeah.
I can't remember that. It was a trailer park right next to my neighborhood.
Yeah, dude, the gangs are like no joke, man. I grew up like in an area like gang infested and stuff like that. When, yeah, it's crazy.
I chased some gangbanger
Did you?
after a month. Yeah, yeah.
He was like a little
He got me
kid.
furious.
Was he like
No,
a?
no, I don't know. He was like maybe 18, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I couldn't like the hotel paid me so bad, so I couldn't afford to like clean my clothes. So I went without a boxer, like yeah.
Whoa.
And he was like, "Sup, homie? You gangbang, homie? Who you representing?" Like all that.
You're like, I represent Norway, bitch.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh man, not today." So I just like pulled off my pants and chased that motherfucker.
Oh my god.
So he saw like the Norwegian shrimp. Let's just call it that. Huh?
There we
Just
go.
chasing her, and he ran. He never
That
asked me again though.
that is, yeah, yeah. You're like, I
Who
gangbang,
went
homie.
who went full Viking?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess you could say that.
Viking, yeah, yeah. Oh my
I
god.
was like, I don't care if he shoots me now. Like this is not the day.
Today was not today, bitch.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. That is so, I do have to say that's so Northern European. Like no, it is. The Dutch people are. We have that in common with like Norway, and Germany. Well, parts I would say West Germany is much more like that, but Dutch people don't play around either, right? It's like when when the bucket tips over, you better freaking run.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like,
When the bucket's full,
yeah, it's done. We're
mm,
done. Yeah,
Um,
then the pants go off.
I'm looking at
yeah. The pants
stoned
come off.
rabbits. Did you get yourself a Solana phone? Did you order one?
No, no. I
Ah,
wish I did.
yeah, yeah. Because I see that the stoned rabbits are on Sol, and so I'm very bullish on the Seeker phone and all the unboxings and all that, and so I'm waiting for mine, and I'm splitting at the seams with the. I get really bad FOMO, and so when I saw the Seeker was like a thing, I like ordered it the second I saw it was in existence. I was like, okay, I
And
need that.
you slightly made me FOMO because I do have this to replay
Yeah.
two of them. But the Seeker I kind of faded. Now I feel like I need one
The reward
because
seeker. So
because of you.
it's called the reward seeker. Well, it's called the seeker, but it's for rewards seekers. Like
Yeah.
what it's and then it's because the Saga phone, they did about $2,000. Some people got about 2 grand in airdrops to their phone
Wow.
for the dApps that want
Yeah.
users to participate. They airdrop and it'll be like $150 here or 150 whatever. And so people that have done the math, they're like, yeah, the Saga paid out $2,000. And I heard some people that were like, oh, the Saga paid out $550. So when it was all said and done, I made $50. So I'm like, okay, so worst case, some of the worst stories I heard, they made their money back, and then some of the other stories, they made more, 3-4 times their money back. And so, I bought it with my expectations are low. I'm like, even if I get like a percentage of my money back, that would be cool because I wasn't really expecting that. That was something I learned after I ordered it. Like I kind of ordered it like, ooh, like new piece of tech. I want to see what this is all about. And then I started learning about the airdrops. I'm like, oh, if this ends up paying for itself, then that's a win-win. I'd be really stoked, but I never bank on those sort of things. I'm not like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? You can never like, I keep my expectations low so that like get disappointed less. I feel like it's like kind of like a Buddhist philosophy. Just keep your expectations low.
Yes.
That's
Well,
one thing that I've like
but
kind of, yeah.
bullish and all. But where do we get this stick? Maybe some people are interested in the space like me.
Oh, Solana
asking,
Mobile.
I'm
Yeah.
asking for a friend,
So
right? Well,
if you go on
tag
Twitter,
something. Tag something.
yeah, Solana Mobile. I actually dropped a video. It's got 700 views. I released it like 3 days ago, and it's on the what's the ticker? YouTube channel, but
Oh,
it's a short 7 minute rundown about the Solana Seeker, and it basically, where let me find the link to that video actually. It's like a 7 minute video, so you might not want to watch the whole thing, but it's worth scanning through. I compiled a bunch of information.
I was kind of looking for a link
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
I'll
it.
do both.
Do
I'll
you,
do both.
is there a referral link you can use or something? Tick.
I don't think that
You
there's a.
know, in the world of tech,
Oh
we've
shit.
seen it all.
I don't think that there's a referral link, but I'm gonna go ahead and let me share this on X, and then
I would look that up.
Oh, a referral there might be. I'll do that as well.
Yeah,
So Solana, and then I'm gonna do Solana Mobile is the.
you're leaving money on the table. That's not good.
I thought it wasn't even real when I first saw it. I was like, this can't be real, and so I went on the official Solana website and everything, and it was like, oh no, this is an actual thing. But at first, I was like, oh, another scam. I thought it was like another rug. Yeah, you get so desensitized to seeing these things. Share to space,
Sure, sure.
and then okay, so I just shared the video and then a link to Solana Mobile, the handle Solana Mobile. That's their Twitter page, and then I'm not sure. I'm gonna go on the Solana Mobile website and see if they actually have any sort of like referral thing, because they don't have like the user back end really built up yet. It looks like when you go on, let me see, the Solana website. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of information about managing an account. Stay tuned. I don't. Yeah, there's nothing with like, refer a friend, which is, it's kind of unusual in crypto to not see something in, invite a friend. It's like they've gotten to the point now where they don't need to do
Yes.
that sort of stuff. It looks like, incentivize, share this, invite people, because when you're trying to get a lot of people to adopt something. But they shipped out 150,000 of
Wow.
these, from what I understand. They had 150,000 pre-orders, so they're trying to make their own lane. In right now you just have Apple and you have Android. So they say that there's a duopoly. There's two major, platforms that people can use, and so they want to enter that space and be an actual option. And so it's interesting. I'm not sure how it's all going to play out.
It's
I'm not.
$500.
Yeah, it was $4.99
Yeah.
to pre-order. I know it's not available in all countries though, or at least that's what
No,
I've.
but I can have somebody
Is it
send it to
available in the Netherlands or no?
If not, I'll try and find out. But
Oh,
if
okay.
not,
I'm not sure which countries it wasn't, and I don't know why it wouldn't be either. That's so weird. I don't. Maybe like China. I could see China not uh, allowing it, or some place that has some sort of like.
I mean, maybe it is not compatible to what's in your country either, because that could
Mm,
be a little thingy too. But just to have it, I mean, right? And if they don't ship to the Netherlands, I'll just go ahead and have it delivered in the United States, and then
have it somebody send it over. Yeah,
yeah,
I think. Yeah, I'm not sure which countries it that were blocked out, but I had saw somebody that they said that they ordered it and then they didn't find out that it didn't ship to them till like 8 months later. So they had like pre-ordered it and they're like, oh cool, so excited for like 8 months, and then they're like,
yeah.
okay, we're shipping it out now, and then they got like some notice that was like,
No
oh hey,
phone for
we don't
you.
ship to
No
your
phone for
country,
you.
and they're like, how pissed would you be if you had tied up $500? I mean, to some people that's a lot of money, you know what I mean? And well, if you only have $500, you shouldn't be fucking pre-ordering a phone anyway. Uh, but
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
but finding
yeah,
out after
guys.
the fact, like, hey guys, sorry, we don't send it to you, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, oh my god, that sucks. It's like, okay, what did you guys do with my $500 for the last 8 months? Then did you just make double it in interest and well give it back? I don't know.
Exactly.
Ugh, yeah.
Well, they could also say like, yeah, you would have tossed it into a new pair and lost it. So
Yeah, right.
now you still
Exactly. That's how I look at it. I'm
Im-
like, I saved myself from getting wrecked by tying up
ima-
the funds in something else. I
What's
basically
up, Panda?
staked it.
Imagine if they said they were like all in on some meme coin and lost it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oof. Like
Exactly my
Libra,
point.
$3 million in Libra.
Oh,
He then
look, I don't know. Look, this is just Libra was just stupid, you guys.
Mhm.
What Libra got shilled to me with very low cap, so you could have made some money,
Wow.
dunking on other people. But I went to that website because we were in a big space. I was on stage, and I got a DM Libra, and then somebody else at the same time by different people got tipped off, and I was like, "What the fuck is this Libra?" Right? Because it was from Argentina, and
Mm,
so in the space live, we did research on that website,
yeah.
and it looked like a government website, but when you looked at the email address, it was going to a Google account.
Wow.
And governments don't do this, you
Never.
guys.
Never.
So we were sitting there, oh, wait for that to rug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it
Wow.
still ran pretty hard before it did. But hey, just go to the website, just checking a few things like where's the email going to, and it was from it looked kind of like a third world country website, right? A little raggedy, but then the you can't have an email. No government is gonna use a Google like
Never.
Argentina
No.
government at Gmail. This is not good.
It would go against their policies too. It would go against internal policies if they all of
Oh
a sudden
yeah,
had some personal email that they're doing official.
yeah,
But it doesn't make any sense logically. Uh,
absolutely not.
so,
And we
but
were
yeah,
in the
knowing to
space
look for
at
those things, like hats off to
yeah
you guys for vetting up the project because
immediately.
yep,
Yes.
yep, that's such a good lesson to pass along
Well,
because yeah.
especially if you're in a space, right? So if we're here in the space and somebody's here, hey, I'm getting a DM. What the hell is this? Let's look at it together, right? So I'm not shilling anything. We're just gonna have a look at it together. And then everybody was looking, and it was just like, oh my god! And everybody saw that email, and immediately we were like, oh, wait for the rug to happen here, right? And it
Mhm.
still took 2 days to rug. So for 2 days, people didn't check it, or they checked it and were like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna 2-3x here anyway. I'm gonna try to. Right.
Mm.
Trash Panda, you have your hand up?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is like unrelated to crypto, but Wild, you're pretty good on the like deck and DJ part, right?
Hmm.
Producing stuff like that. You got any like songs or like yeah, song or oh I can't remember site. Anything out public?
I do not have anything out public yet.
Damn.
Because
Not yet. Okay, okay.
this is what happened with Wild. This is kind of my story in a nutshell. I became a professional athlete and I opened my own gym during the last bull run. And so I was doing all that for the longest time, and then crypto was my more of a passion project, right? And so that's why I was in spaces a lot and trading a lot, and had a Bitcoin or a Big Cat copy trading account and that kind of stuff. And I just retired the gym. I sold it, and now I'm full time. So sky is the limit here on what I can do, and I'm still trying to find out my place in all of this, right? I might go down the hole of making a group for doing the future trades, learn how to trade futures, look uh, how to determine if there's a trade to be made, right? What should we be looking at for different types of trading? I could do that, but we could also just be entertaining and on the fly and NFTs, and oh my God, there's just so much to do in this space, you guys. Sometimes
Oh yeah,
overwhelming.
yeah.
But thank you for asking.
Yeah, of course, of course. Netherlands DJs. I do produce myself, so
Yeah.
a
Oh,
fellow, a
awesome.
fellow.
Oh, you're a
Yeah, yeah.
producer?
Well,
I'm pretty terrible at it. I'm a
uh,
chef regional, but like a hobby.
What
who's
software
your
do you use?
favorite? Who's your favorite DJ?
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough
Tough
one.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I like the beats from what's his face? BLR. You know who it
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
And also you have like Lost Frequencies has done a lot of like different goodies.
What about DJ Snake?
Cream,
Do you like DJ Snake?
Boris, DJ Snake. Yeah,
Mala?
I don't know. He's all right.
What about Mala?
Nala,
M
Mala.
A L A A. Mala. He's a
Yeah.
house
Uh,
I'm
DJ.
kind of I'm kind of liking Mala. You exposed me to
that's new to
Mala.
me.
Yeah.
Mala's
I
dope.
love
It's
like
so Mala is DJ
Andrew
Snake.
Rael.
Mala is DJ
Oh,
Snake's
really?
alter ego. He's a French DJ. No one actually knows his confirmed identity, but because he always plays with a ski mask. He like wears like a leather jacket, a black ski mask, and he smokes cigarettes the whole set. And yeah, I saw him out in LA like a few months, or actually it was last year, But
Wax.
Mala, yeah, he apparently the rumor is that it's DJ Snake in a ski mask. So, but no one actually knows. It's
Well,
either Chami,
well,
DJ Snake, and one other DJ. It's a
if that
combination of three.
ticker, if ticker Mala would launch now, I'd probably buy just based on what you just described to me.
Yeah, it's there's some
That looks like
more.
the ultimate DJ lore there.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely
But
some
then you have
more.
like Kashmir, Andrew Riel, Pendulum,
Pendulum's dope.
Yeah,
like
pendulums.
Boris Breka, uh, Anima got some good ones. I don't know, like a bit of Sean
Well, I
Alfie.
am a big fan of Oliver Heldens.
Mm,
I'm an
yeah,
Oliver
yeah.
Heldens type of girl. Yeah.
And then Dash Berlin. Like when it comes to like
Oh
vocal
yeah,
trance back in the
dude,
day,
Oh
great
yeah,
Dash
set.
yeah.
Berlin all
Such a
the
good
way.
Absolutely.
set. You've seen him live?
No, I've never.
Six set live. Like the that's a vibe right there for sure. Really good.
Of course, you have like the Armin van Buren. That's like the classic goat Tiesto. But lately, to me, the or Armin had a good one recently. But it's a lot of like pop trance, if you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean.
Yeah,
To me,
for
it's
sure.
like to please the crowd, not the old goodies.
Yeah,
But yeah,
less introspective for sure.
Let's
yeah, yeah,
let's play a little song of Mala so everybody can hear what we're talking about. What kind of because you
yeah. Let's
told
go.
me you
Mala's
told me
dope.
about it because of Wax Motive,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You were playing
And
some house music, and I was like, oh, if you
yeah,
like
yeah,
house, yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah. Uh, people need to understand. People from the Netherlands, we don't grow up with pop music or rap at all. We grow up with
Hard,
house
hard
music,
style.
hard style, right? Techno, trance, all of that. That's our song. So when we hear songs from back in the day, these are, we can go play Dark Raver, right, from back in the day, and everybody will remember their childhood. But we do not have like rap music is so not a thing here.
Hmm.
It's not, and that's kind of weird for some people. Or like you can't imagine the pop songs. And sure, we hear some things on the radio, but it's mostly digital music. It's been like that since the '90s, so it's like very much in the psyche too.
Who's like the radio goat in Netherlands? Like I don't know. Like in Norway, you have these like pop songs that go on and on and on, like a terror attack almost. But
Oh, please
like,
no.
do you have do you guys have like this in the Netherlands? Like
No.
I don't know.
We have some, the house genre does good, and then any type of that, and also some Dutch songs, right? Uh, so, and the more Dutch pop songs that's very much here as well. And of course, that's a different language than you guys, so we're not going to bore you with any of that. Though, maybe fun some other time. I'm going to play some of the Mala, but meanwhile, while we do that, I want you guys to think about getting on stage. This is a non-recorded space, right? We don't have the live stream up today because Tick and I, it's weekend for us as well. So we're not really on the hustle, but we do allow you to shill. If there's something that you're bullish on, come tell us. You're allowed to pin something. If you want to pump your profile, get some followers. Let's shout you out. Maybe we can give you some tips on how to look more bullish, right? I like to have some of that feedback sometimes too, because sometimes we get stuck in a loop about what we post, right? What we post about. I see that, and when I scroll on my timeline, I see a lot of you doing the same thing over and over again, and usually that works, that consistency. But sometimes you need to have it under review and see if that is still the bullish way to go, at least the content, what you're talking about. Because, I see a lot of people doing consistent posting, but then what they're posting about is basically the same. And it's then very hard for people to engage with your new post because it's kind of the same and it's about the same as the last post, just brought in a different way. So that's what I see. But if you guys want to join on stage, we'll go ahead and play some music. Request up, right, as a speaker, and let's connect. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's play some of this Mala. Gotta do thing. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. some emojis if you like it, huh? Such a nice build up.
Sipping on booze in the house of blues. It's the recognize the real dawn when you see
Did he just say recognize a real dog when you see one?
Yes, yeah. Recognize a real dog when you see one. Yeah.
Doginal dogs?
Yes.
I need to look that up for.
it's the N-O-T-O. The game is mine. Nobody do it better.
I guess he did. I can't find it anymore. This is a nice tunes. I love the build up in these. I love that beat as well. And you were right, Tick. That was very much Wax Motive, right? Wax Motive is like the same vibe there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta check him out.
Shiba San is another DJ. When you have time, check him out. So Shiba, like Shiba Inu, but the
Mm-hmm.
second word is San, S-A-N. So Shiba San is
Oh,
another
I'm gonna
DJ.
look that up too.
He's got some
I
good
wanted to.
stuff.
Ah, Shiba-san.
Yeah,
Shiba-san.
burn like fire. Okay, I like your booty. Those are like my favorite top three that he does. But yeah, burn like fire. Okay, and I like your booty are bangers. Really good tracks. Just really good house
Damn,
music.
I liked how the feel like that. That's pretty close to music I make. Like the okay, like semi live, but you know the groove, the dark, the beat basically.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
felt like very copycat without knowing who it was. So that kind of I hope I'm not like taking it from him.
That grimy. Yeah, there's actually a name for that
Yeah, yeah.
genre. I forget what they call it. It's got some it's like a dirty house type of a vibe. Like it's not
I just picture like
jailhouse.
you're in a like empty boat hall where they repair boats and they're just like a warehouse trap or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
Hey,
It's
grimy.
probably
Greg,
not trap, but
I'm
mm.
gonna I'm gonna play a little bit of the high low from Dockyard Festival here. But I do think you're gonna recognize the tune when it starts, right? Because this is like a mashup that he did, and this is Oliver Heldens, right, from Dockyard Festival. Here. you remember that song that he mashed it up with?
I don't know it. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a vibe.
Oh, it's old. It's an old that the house that you're hearing. That's actually about 25 years old. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That was a big, and so when they play this at these festivals, people look. It's not like we're not plugged into the rest of the world music. We know when people are playing songs, we know them, and we just move with it. But when they play something like this, that's when you see Dutchies go completely nuts, right?
It's funny.
Yeah, everybody's like jumping and
Take
singing
the
out.
Viking.
Yeah. Shiba-san next. All right, and then we'll just rotate this right back to crypto. Which song should I play by the Shiba-san?
That one,
Also,
Burn Like Fire is good, or Okay. Okay has quite the long buildup, but Okay is
yeah,
a nice one. Burn Like Fire, I think, or I Like Your Booty. I Like Your Booty is kind of cool just because the name of it.
yeah, I
Um,
like Birdie.
yeah, I Like Your Booty. They're all kind of hypnotic.
All right. Well, this is kind of long too. So what I'm
Are
gonna
they?
do is,
Yeah, I'd find a shorter one, or maybe play like 30 seconds of one or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me. You kind of need to build up in this song, I think.
Like you, I like your booty, like you. Check it, baby, I make it dirty, dirty,
All right. I like your booty. I could so see myself on a beach festival with this. At the end of the day, get one more cocktail.
I like your booty, like you. I like your booty, like you. I like your booty, like you. I like your booty, like you.
All right, Shiba-san, you guys.
Yeah. Hit the other
Shiba-san.
ones. Yeah, Okay and Burn Like Fire. Check them out. Shiba-san's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's out of California as well, if I'm not mistaken. He's on Dirty Bird Records, which is a California thing, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I should double check that. Oh, became fascinated by Chicago House. Maybe he's not from California, huh? I thought he always is out here playing. He's playing Exchange LA August 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen him live, so I assumed he was a California guy, but like I have friends that have like hung out with him and like partied with him, which is like because I have friends that are DJs and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, like after parties with Shiba-san and stuff like that. It's kind of it's a it's a small world. It's kind of a trip sometimes.
It is. It is.
When people, because like I don't really know anyone famous, not that I can think of, and so when I know people that know famous people, it's like it blows my mind. And I know that I'm sure that you know some people that are kind of like either famous where you live or whatever. You've kind of alluded to that a little
I
bit.
trained. I trained a few. Yeah.
Yeah, it must be a weird sensation, like interacting with people that are like famous or
Yeah.
whatever, but they're still like normal people. Like that whole dynamic is always interesting to
Yeah.
me.
Actually, our gold kickboxer and trained at my gym as well because it was a private gym, so it's very much easy for these people to come and train. No pictures, no videos allowed. So people don't know, but these people are getting really, having paparazzi following them everywhere.
Mm,
Especially when they go do their lifestyle things, right? Because that's nice to report on. It can make a story around it. And so, in a normal gym, somebody would take a picture, upload it to their social media, and then immediately paparazzi would know that they are there, and
mm,
they're going to be there within 10 minutes, right? So
yeah.
that's why these things were not allowed at all because yeah, one slip there and then they come out of the gym and they get harassed.
Mm,
So, yeah, so it was very much nice this way. And even though some I didn't train, but they worked out at my gym and actually had the key to go in at night or whatever they wanted to, right?
Mm.
Yeah, which is
I
nice.
I
I
had
still do.
wrecked myself somehow staking a bunch of monad, and I'm like, where the hell did I stake it all? Because I'm like on
Uh,
Kinsu and I'm on a
you can
priori and
look. You can look that up on the blockchain,
layer
right?
hub
You can go. No, the
monad.
blockchain. Yeah, you could go to the scanner and see the transactions that you made to where, and then you can
I
look them back up.
yeah, I think what I
Everything,
had done.
also testnet, everything is on the blockchain, you guys, even in testnet. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got in the habit of staking on a priori and Kinsu every day, and then like unstaking and just
Mm.
building up a bunch of monad, doing that. Like I don't know, because I had built up five because I wanted to buy something, and then since then I kind of well I've been doing mints and stuff too, but I've been trying to stay up with it with the layer with the monad, and when every time I check my layer hub, it's like I'm either standing still or I'm like doing worse, and I don't know.
Well, sometimes it's
Sometimes it
the,
hasn't updated. Yeah, it hasn't updated
yeah, it
in a
hasn't
week.
updated and it's not you. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm like getting nervous now because I'm like as my position keeps falling. I'm like, man, I hope I don't get like counted out when all this stuff happens. So my wallet is now in the top 2.46%. This was updated July 31st. But yeah, I've been stuck here now. The leaderboard 500,001, 607. So I've like definitely fallen back a lot, and I've been trying to do it every day. So I'm like, I guess I need to double down, start doing it more. Have you been sticking, staying pretty, running hard with it with the monad stuff?
I have been doing some on the daily still.
What
Yes,
do you
I'm
do? Do
trying
you
to.
just stake on Kinsu, or what
No,
transactions do you do?
I just go and buy like 50 meme coins, sell 50 meme coins.
Oh
And
wow.
that gives me three transactions because I need to buy, approve, buy and sell. So approve, buy and sell. So I'm doing 150 transactions a day. I am now number 71,000 out of all these millions of
Wow.
wallets. So yeah.
Wow, that's really good. Jeez. Where are you doing the meme coins on LFJ?
Pandoria and on a Nat Fund.
Let me see. Oh, NAD Fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what is it? Is it testnet.nad.fun? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I stopped going on that one because I was having connectivity issues with my wallet. When I connect my Coinbase, because I use Coinbase for Monad,
Yeah.
which is kind of bearish. I wish I had initially started
Yeah.
with
We did a
Phantom.
different one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have done Phantom because the compatibility with Coinbase it has issues connecting sometimes. Oh, there we go. It worked this time.
Yeah.
But with Phantom, I feel like
And
it's a lot more
look,
compatible.
you got to realize too, Take that, it's testnet. So they are testing the net. So sometimes validators might not be up. It takes a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why they're testing. But I have noticed that it's more speedier and it does get better. So let's have a look at some. Yeah, let's have a little monad moment, right? Because you guys, we are, if you know me, I'm always looking for, especially new layer ones. They don't come by often, especially not bullish ones, right? And we got to recognize, just like we recognized Sui, just like we recognized Sei, or at least I was paying attention in the bear market to what was being built. Because the last bull run we did saw some new ones that were doing very, very well, right? And so in the bear market, you want to look for these things. Now, there's a lot being launched as far as blockchains, and some might be bullish and might not ever make a big name, but are used for something so particular that they are making the bread anyway, right? So should be bullish in those as well. It's not just about the fastest one and the cheapest one. It's about who's using them. Um, and then the bigger ones do have a broader use case usually, like Sui. And I think Monad is going to do the same. So Monad has a lot of um, venture capital behind it that it shares with a lot of other successful blockchains as well. So there's one clue always that can give it away. The amount that they raised is also almost 300 million. It's right there in the ballpark of about what Sui did at the time as well, right? And that's because of the venture capital. And so we can be bearish about it and say like, well, yeah, it's always these big players, but it's not just the money; it is the network, right? If Circle is backing you, you make use of Circle's network. That's very evident. So they can cast a bigger net. And like I said, it's not to say that little tiny blockchains won't do well. I'm sure they will. It's just that what is going to be next for our upside potential, right? Solely to trade. So I'm looking for these things, and then Monad really stood out to me. And so you can still go and testnet Monad. You can go to Monad XYZ, go to the faucet there for testnet tokens, and then start to enjoy that testnet. We've been doing it for a little while. Usually, they give out airdrops, and the more you test, the bigger your chance of receiving these possible airdrops. And I always have to say possible because there's no blockchain who's going to give you numbers on that, on what they're going to do. So, yeah, we cannot just assume here at all. But yeah, that's what we've been talking about at Monad, and I think they're going live at the end of September, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
At least that's the what came down the pipeline.
I have a meme coin ticker that I'm curious. Actually, I've had you look at this one before though, and you said that this one's never going to dig itself out of its grave. But I've been watching this one for a year now, and I love it because it has like a sentimental. I'm letting that happen where it's like I'm starting to bond with the meme token. The ticker is
Never
Bob.
do that, by the way.
I know,
You
it's very
yeah.
bearish. But it's Bob, so it's like Bobo the bear, except it's small
Oh
Bob,
yeah,
so small
yeah.
Bobo. And so the market cap is at 132K, liquidity at 47K. And I remember when I gave you those numbers before, you're like, yeah, that one doesn't have enough liquidity. It's never going to be able to recover. So at 132 for, oh no, that's a good ratio.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
we're
3-to-1 ratio. It's more than three
no.
to one.
I
No.
didn't. Could not have mentioned then the liquidity. We might have looked at the chart
Mm-hmm.
and
But that liquidity is
from
good, huh?
well, you can tell me it's 130K market cap, but where did it came from? What's the all-time high?
The all-time high, damn. That I don't know off the top of my head. Let me check. Look, oof, it's good. Is it, is it 543 k?
Oh,
I think
not
half
even better.
half a mil.
Half a mil.
I think.
Yeah, but it's not a narrative that could really get me excited.
Yeah,
Now, will this go to 500K when all season and everybody has fuck it money? Yeah, I'm sure it can go back, maybe even run to a million or so.
yeah,
Is it worth taking position in right now? No.
yeah.
Right now it's about your first movers. You should have had these packs in your portfolio already. The first movers are the layer ones.
Will you look at this chart though and tell me what you think?
Or the
Because
blue
it's
chip
moving.
memes. Yeah, well, that's what it's moving, but
It's just
tick.
price manipulation. People injecting liquidity in
No,
order
it
to
could
make the
be, it
chart
could
move.
be, it could people, it could be community, it could be there could be something if they're making noise, but
Yeah.
the timing is wrong here.
Right.
Should you take positions in these risky low caps right now? And my argument would be no.
Mm.
Into some you can that are expected to get volume simply because of the layer it's on is bullish, right? And the lack of, like I'm always saying about Sui and the Sui memes, I'm having moonbags all over the place there. Because, first of all, there's not many memes on there to begin with. The whole ecosystem is sub 150 projects. So when the volume comes in, even the dumbest meme on there will move. Yeah, because there is no competition, and people are going to try and repeat the process that they have been in with the bigger memes, and then they go to the smaller memes, and that's just a thing that plays out. But if it's on a chain that like Ethereum, well, there's a ton of competition there. So what are we then looking? Is this going to go to 200 million? Well, probably not, right?
Mm.
So it's very low cap. Very. If I put money in right now and price is going to 70K, I just my bag is just halfway fried. I could have
Right.
bought
Yeah.
XRP. I
Right.
could have bought XRP. I
That's
could
what
have
I'm
bought
afraid of.
I could have bought Solana and write that up. But that's basically 80-90% sure to rally. For Solana, we're looking at 2-3x, right? For Sui, we're looking at more at 10x,
You think
and
Solana's going to
other things.
500?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think you're bullish enough, Tick.
The $500 Solana, I don't know. I mean that would be really nice. Um, but yeah, I
I
don't
think
know.
800 might even be in the cards here.
Yeah,
Yes.
I hope so. That'd be really nice. Yeah.
I don't think you're bullish enough. And I think that a lot of people, I think now we start to warm up. So all the people who were there last cycle recognize this move on Ethereum and are like, hell yeah, we're getting ready. And but even some of them forgot the madness that alt season was,
Mm,
right? And how crazy things can get. And now we're going through the same thing. And are the market cap, the money, the total market cap of crypto is just so much higher than it was last time. I mean, Bitcoin is so much higher than it's ever been before, right? Ethereum is gonna, now make that rally and is gonna do better than it did before, right? Because of that. So we are looking at a really big rally, and there's some people saying like, yeah, well, I get that market caps are high, but there are also so many more coins. And I'm like, yeah, but there are also we lost a lot of older coins as well in the process, right? So to really calculate that, we need to look more in depth and get mathematics there if we want to make that argument. I still think that even though, yes, there are a lot more newer blockchains, there are a lot more utility on these blockchains, and I guess that kind of has to happen because we need to adapt to real world, right, with crypto. And so there's going to be new things. There is going to be more that's expected, and so we divide that more market cap, more money over more things, sure. But I still think the market, the money that's flowing in is going to be more than last time, even considering we have more things. There's
mm,
also things that we lost along the way, right? Big projects also we lost along the way. And so and I still think that we're gonna do a very good rally. If it's only just as insane as it was last time, I'm already happy, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but the first movers are gonna move first, and first movers are usually the late ones by and large. Now that's not to say that meme coins will not pull up, but the meme coins that are pulling up as first movers are going to be they're pretty much identifiable right now. It is going to be Pepe on ETH. Pepe on ETH is leading the meme coins for Ethereum. Right, that's a blue chip on Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot ignore Pepe. You could say like, yeah, it was such a large market cap. What is that going to do? And you would be right for your upside potential. Pepe might not be the way to go. Even though if I think you have a meme portfolio, just memes, you want those first runner memes because the outflow from Pepe is obviously going to go to meme coins. So, and then the meme coins on Ethereum, right? And so you want to kind of identify the big memes from every chain. And if you hold those in your portfolio as first movers, yes, they are going to move first because they're going to pull up with their layer one, with their native token. But little Bob there on 130K might not be, and that might take weeks more before that one moves.
Mm,
And then I think your money wasn't best spent there
right. Yeah.
because that time, right, that goes by, I mean, it would a moonbag did you forget about?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, maybe, right? Consider that money lost and see if it moves. We'll get lucky there. But to trade it, no, right? That's your first movers.
Mm,
You make the X's there, and so you have a lot of money, a lot more money, tether, gunpowder to shoot with. So, um, and that's the way a lot of people are going to do it. And we're going to see the same with the NFTs. There's going to be that spillover, that rotation. And so your low cap, not really narrative memes that are hot, right? Yeah, they will. Everything will make a jump at some point. You will see dust in your portfolio come alive out of nowhere as well
yeah.
at one point. But is it? Should I have been buying that dust back up? No, right?
Mm,
No, and you're just getting lucky. I think at that point. I think we can identify a lot more bullish ones with more upside potential than that
yeah.
token, let's say.
And
right?
then,
Yeah,
and what about Tars? Tars is banging against that trend line. It looks like 6.5, six and
yeah,
a half cents, and it can't seem to break through. Oh, and also DMC is on the
yes,
monthly is forming like an amazing looking bull flag, and
yeah,
it's looking like it just confirmed breakout. If I'm not, yeah. So it broke the trend line, and so now that should be a confirmed breakout. Then correct over at
yes.
5. No, do you see it?
Yeah, I see it. I'm having that one for. I'm not trading. I see. Um,
Oh, if I look to the left, I
here's
see.
when
Yeah.
you and I differ. I can see these things. See, the monthly is giving me 3 4 months out, so it's indicating it's gonna rally, just not now.
Oh,
And so for me to look on a monthly
it's
is
a
too
yeah.
far out.
It's
I look on.
a bull flag or no bull trap.
No, could not be.
Oh,
But this is a token that's half a year old, and to look on a monthly is not um, giving you
a good
accurate
idea because
information.
it's too
It
new.
can give a lot of false signals if a chart is not that old and you're
Mm.
looking at two higher time frames.
Mm.
So I would think the daily there would give you much more alpha on what's actually going on in the moment, a little bit more,
Yeah,
right? And
and so
the
it's due
trend
for a
that it's in.
reversal, and it's gonna pull back.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, everything is gonna, we're pumping really hard right now, and then we're gonna get a little bit of a pullback from all of this.
Well, yeah, Sui's
Right.
having a tough time with that $3.95 mark.
Yeah,
It
four
can't.
dollars is the
Yeah, it
thing.
can't break
Yes,
that. Yeah,
yes.
but it will.
XRP,
It might be a
but it
couple more
will. Oh
days.
yeah. Well, this is the
Sunday.
thing. You are still trying to time this market, but if we need to wait for Ethereum in this case, Ethereum is now stealing the show,
Mm-hmm.
and your alts might still be a little bit pouty, right? And that's good. This is ETH will steal the show for a little bit, and then the outflow of Ethereum is going to be ugly, right? And then we want to see some moves on Bitcoin as well. But I see Boo Pepe, Boop. I'm bullish on the frogs. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Just been listening. It's been a good chat. It's nice to hear just a good, smart chat without any wild toxicity or anything. So I appreciate you guys. It's been good just listening. And you were kind of speaking to exactly like my positioning of Bull Pepe and kind of building now, organic, slow, just memeing like crazy, and then like the beta. We're kind of seeing it as like the alpha beta when Pepe is at 50 billion and all that ETH money, and ETH is at 10K or 6 or 8K. Uh, and we just got actually sent to the Coinbase exchange now because all the memes migrated over. So I just feel like normies at that point, when it's just euphoria and everything's going crazy, I mean, they'll search Pepe and we'll be there, and they'll search Bull or Bull whatever and we'll be there. So
Just,
I
uh,
wanted to
just, uh, just for the record, you're Bull Pepe on base, you guys on
yes,
base.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. So that people,
And
when you're looking, and I have been saying this in the space before, we should be bullish on projects on base. Not because Coinbase is striking a deal here, right? Which they should have. BNB should have done that for their projects on BNB, and Coinbase is pulling up. That's great. I'm applauding Coinbase for doing that. Look at the outflow from Ethereum, right? So when we look at 24, number one outflow to SUI, but number two base, right? And that has been consistent into 25 as well. So that just kind of tells us that we should be watching a base as well, right? And it's not rocket science why base is catching from Ethereum because it rubs shoulders. It's a layer
yeah,
two. Yeah.
for sure. And it's a really nice. It's a really nice community. Like, it just. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, some of like Sui is good too, and Kaz, and but yeah, just the building mentality and the community mentality is very ingrained in the culture. So it's a nice place to show up and hang out. But on your moonbag point, I want to send anybody who DMs me just a little like Bull Pepe dust, and then we'll see in for 3 4 6 months if I hope it just makes you a bunch of money. But I'd have anybody who wants to DM me their
Let's
wallet.
go.
I'll send you guys like I don't know 10K Bull Pepe or something. I don't know what it's worth now, but maybe it'll blow up later. So just don't dump it on our heads, or you can, but see
I
where it is in
wouldn't.
6 months.
I
Okay,
wouldn't.
okay,
I
hold
would
it,
do
hold it.
that. But this is, I see a lot of people from my village. Usually they are hodlers. So go ahead and DM Boo Pepe if you want
Yeah.
a little bit of a moon bag. Boo Pepe on base here, right?
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks so much, guys.
No problem. And normally we have a shill space, so you're shilling, and we have the live stream up and stuff. And today is okay to come and shill. It's just not recorded, and we don't have the live stream up. So if you
That's
want to
cool.
come back during the week, on Sunday we're closed, unless we're so bullish and everything's pumping, then we're open.
Mm,
But from Monday to Saturday, we usually have the live stream. It's just today we did not. But you're welcome back here anytime, and then we can
Cool.
show you too on the live stream on X as well as on YouTube. That's what we do. So
Oh, nice. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about shilling. I was just listening, and then you were talking about
yeah,
exactly the thing, Pepe and then
yeah,
going down to other memes. And so we're just chilling here waiting for that, working and enjoying
absolutely.
ourselves. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
everybody
thanks.
make use of this opportunity to grab a froggy bag.
Yeah.
cool.
And
Uh,
if you can't DM me for some reason, I'm not sure, you can just like reply to the most recent tweet and then I'll see you and then I'll message you.
Hey,
But yeah.
Trash Panda.
Hey,
Thanks,
you
I,
guys.
just got listed?
I can't message you.
You
I
can't, okay.
No,
Just, yeah.
I'm waiting for my blue tick.
Hold on, hold on. This is what we'll do. I'll pin up a post of Pepe,
Sure. The
bullish
last.
on Pepe, the last post. I'm gonna pin it up here,
Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you.
and then maybe they should leave it underneath there.
Yeah. Just say, hey,
Yeah,
toss me that moon bag. Cool.
moon back, please.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks
Yes,
again.
no
Talk soon.
problem, no problem.
It's gonna
Bullish
be my
on
first base token.
Well, you should be exposed to base a little bit. I'm underexposed to base. I just have to admit that, and that's just because the portfolio is full. The portfolio is full. I do, however, look at projects on base. I have them on a watch list. As soon as my portfolio starts pumping, there will be that rotation too, right? I'm not an idiot, and so I already have these on my watch list. So if even if I'm not taking a position right now, I will trade them later. And I already try and distinguish which ones are bullish enough. And by that time, I have them on my watch list. I'm going to check the X active. Maybe I'll hop in TG. Boom, I'll buy a bigger bag then, right? And ride that train. And don't get it wrong, the frogs are awfully um, bullish, right? It's still, and this is the thing, it's still frogs number one, dogs number two, cats number three when it comes to memes. And this hasn't changed much. So the Pepe derivatives will. I've seen these run really, really hard. We've seen Pepe and then straight up after Pepe 2, like the second chance narrative, and baby Pepe. And so, the Pepe bulls will absolutely ape. We still see that rotation from Pepe into Pepe 2 and some other Pepe coins because these Pepe maxis like to buy then other frogs. That's just a thing. And then you don't listen to me. Go put these Pepes on your watch list. And as
And
soon as Pepe Daddy eats Pepe eats pumps, and then profits taken, you see the other ones pulling up.
this
And
guy's actually, sorry, and
yep,
this guy's actually on Pepe's website. At the top of the website is Bull Pepe, so it's not
bull
like a
Pepe.
made up. It's not a made up thing. So,
Yeah,
yeah, bullish,
yeah.
bullish.
Bullish. Gotta be bullish. Well, thank you for stopping by and shilling to us. Um, come by anytime and we can give you some more exposure on the live streams as well. Thank you. We have
Beautiful.
Lamb on stage here. Good morning, Lamb. I get to say good morning to you and it actually be morning.
Good morning, Vlad. How you doing?
I'm tired. I'm bullish but tired.
Yeah, I had a question for you, but it's kind of a change of topic. Um, if you don't mind.
Oh no, go shoot, shoot, shoot. Always.
All right. So I was going, just looking at Bitcoin, looking for a good trade there because it's been down, everything's up. I think it's gonna eventually bounce off this support.
Yeah.
However, on my so what I was gonna trade it on was just on Jupiter, right? On
Hmm.
Jupiter, you got the wrapped Bitcoin. It's like $700 more than like the Binance chart right now. And I know
Oh,
that happens from time to time, but it's been
yeah.
that way for a while, I think now.
Hmm.
And I was like, I don't want to do that right now. It's because the price on Binance is the cheaper price. It looks like the good one that's getting
Yes.
primed for the trade and it's sitting on the support, but the other one's like, 116, 116,700.
Yes.
or 16,750 somewhere in there. So
Yeah. Yeah. So that kind of what that tells you is that the price on the Binance is going to go there,
right,
right? So
100%.
this
Wish I
is
could
that
trade that
price.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what you can trade on Blowfin. You can trade
That's true.
Bitcoin
Oh,
Blowfin.
because you're in
Yeah,
US?
I'll check the price there.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Because you're in US that you can't
Yeah.
buy on
Yeah, I mean,
Binance?
I just don't have a way to long Bitcoin
Yeah.
on the Binance chart.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't dabbled in the futures trading. Like, it scares me too much hearing stories about being like liquidated and everything. I just haven't wanted to test my luck
I'll
with that.
teach you. I'll teach you. But right now with what everything is cooking,
Yeah.
your spots and stuff are gonna do very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I traded on the sites because I have to have an income. So for me, it's a different story.
Yeah.
But once we get settled in, right, especially this future trading is gonna be your bread and butter when we flip there, because then you get the short at the end of the story. When you made your money, that's where you get the short. And then I'm gonna take the village and we're gonna do that en masse. So so we can keep making income after, right? So we don't have to sit through the bear market just tossing money at things
Mm.
and just cooking. We can actually get some bread and butter to go, right? Especially if you made some money and you did with it what you needed to do in real life. You can make an income out of this, right? You don't have to sit still. So that's what we're gonna do. But Blowfin, I think on Blowfin,
It's still higher on Bluefin
yeah, it's still
by
higher.
about 600.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy, huh? Well, it
Yeah.
tells you that yes, it tells you I should get now on Binance because I do have Binance, the Binance, and then and then open
Trade.
it long there
Oh,
because price is gonna pull there. That's what it says. Because that's arbitrage working for you. That's how
yeah.
it works, right? So the price will even out. We'll get to the Binance chart will go to that 16 and a half pretty soon. Because of the arbitrage will not go to perfectly, but I can see Bitcoin priming. Actually, I looked at Bitcoin for a little bit today, and it's letting ETH run, right? It's letting ETH do its thing. And ETH, by the way, more bullish than we thought, huh, Lamb, this morning. It was kind of,
Yeah.
well,
I
it
did
was
get out
still
at a good
excited.
price last night, though.
Yeah, I think that
I'm
was
just
a
being
smart
patient
move.
now. Yeah.
Because there was a little bit, in my afternoon when I was butt clenching some trades that I had opened again,
Yeah.
because it looked a little bit dangerous, and so market doesn't reward greed here, and so sometimes you just got to take the bread and go and
Yeah.
trade
I'm
trade
happy with
another
it.
day. Yeah,
I did wait. I kept falling asleep and looking at the chart, waking
yeah,
back up, and I did pull out above the 4,200 level, which is good. So I'm
yeah.
happy with
Wow.
Good.
that.
Yes, that's
Wow.
great.
You guys are
Yeah.
freaking crazy. Oh man.
What do you mean?
Ballsy.
Well, I still have two longs out. One came in on Mubarak. Did all the targets there, by the way. I kind of in a moonlight crypto. I was like the trades that I made. I was quickly going like, okay, see guys, these targets, right? And the two got in, right? And so I opened two more. I have one. I opened one on Tau, which is running right now, and I got one on Jasmy,
When
right?
you said Tau, you're not talking about Tars AI. You're talking about
No,
Bit and Soar.
Tao, bit and sword,
Okay.
Tao, not
Got.
Tai,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Tao. And so, but hey, look at Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is ready to make a move. Bitcoin is gonna pump tomorrow, and we seen. I don't know if you caught on to that, Lamb, but the dominance has now officially dropped below 60%. So, alt
Yeah, I
season
see that.
is cooking. I got the alert in the alt season alert. Get the fuck out of bed, bitch, right? That one. And it's like go time. Well, go time. This is like
Yeah.
pre rally, right? So Bitcoin is letting Ethereum run, but it's gonna take some dominance back, I think, tomorrow, and then let ETH cool off on that resistance to retest that back. I can really see that happening. Now, mind you, if Bitcoin
Well,
is gonna, yeah,
one thing I noticed looking at the chart
mm,
for the dominance yesterday
yeah,
is that when we saw the big drop, like below well, really it started at 73% dominance, right? And it came
Yeah.
down, it dropped below 60. Once it dropped below 60, it still spent several weeks kind of
Oh
chopping
yeah.
between 60 and 63,
Absolutely.
right? Or actually 50, 58, 59, and 63. It
Yes,
chopped
absolutely.
around there for like a lot of weeks. Like we're talking like
Yeah.
I didn't measure it, but it looked like it was probably 10 to 15 weeks, right?
Yes.
So just
Exactly.
know that we could still do that and have this trade off and on, and maybe that's what you're
Like a
about to talk
reversal,
about. But I noticed
it
that.
where the dominance goes back up.
Yes, exactly.
No,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
the we're missing one ingredient here for all season confirmed. So we see some things happening. We see Ethereum cooking. We've been kind of it's been massaging to this move, right? We kind of saw that one coming. Now, we need the dominance to drop below 60 to give us a little ping about what's going on. Yes, all season cooking there as well. The one thing we don't have is a parabolic move on Bitcoin, and that still needs to come, and that might take weeks. And so we will see that Bitcoin dominance shuffle around a little bit. And so what's going to happen tomorrow is that Bitcoin is possibly is going to make that pump. The dominance will go up. Now, when the dominance goes up a little faster, because Bitcoin lost some of the dominance, gaining it back with Bitcoin and green, and the dominance up significantly moving up, it's going to turn your alts red, right? Because it's gonna suck the profits that were made today on all the alts, gonna go and rotate back into Bitcoin. And the profit of Ethereum is gonna rotate then into Bitcoin, and that's what that dominance will make it rise and the Bitcoin pump. So we're missing one key ingredient for alt season, and that's Bitcoin going parabolic, because um, Bitcoin needs to pump while the dominance drops, right? Than the ultra rally. That's the ingredients that we need. But the indication that it dropped below 60% here is already very bullish. It's giving us the road signs of where we're going. It's just that we're not there yet. Of course, ETH hasn't started even its rally, right? The most the pumps on Ethereum. ETH can really pump hard, you guys, and it's just taking some time to do all that. It's all cooking, and so anything you see red on your alts or again adding to your bag, still take some positions, right? And it doesn't matter if on this on the lower time, if you bought today and and then tomorrow it might drop 3-4%, maybe not, maybe it will, but it doesn't matter. These 4-5% or 10% moves in the big scheme of things are going to be nothing. You're not here for 10%. Don't worry, don't sweat this, right? Even if your bags are down. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, we're back, we're pumping, but a lot of people's portfolio are starting to come back to what it was before, right? Their investments like breaking even. And so because they were so undervalued for a long time, so a lot of people might have bought a little bit more tops, right? And then your portfolio was 80% there and now just crawling back to the green.
Well,
And
Wild,
yeah.
do you think that's why we're having such a slowdown here? We're not just like straight breaking out because people are actually starting to take some of those profits that have been kind of
Yeah.
fed up with waiting
Yeah.
on other alts because they're
Yeah.
they're coming to this break even point. I feel like a lot of them,
Well, I
and they're
always
like, you know, I'm
feel,
just getting out. I mean, I
yeah,
talked to friends and coworkers that have kind of dabbled in crypto
yeah,
over the years, and that's their sentiment. They're like, oh, I
yeah,
just want to break
yeah,
even at this point. I just want to break even. I want to get my
yeah.
money out. So,
That's it. Yeah, the breaking there. That's what I'm trying to. Yeah, yeah. That's what I try to convey with all of this is that your alts might be pumping, but a lot of people's portfolio are just starting to look at back to investment money again, right back to square one. And I know a lot of people in my environment that call it quits. However, for me, this is not a bearish indication. This is a bullish indication because it's always darkest before the dawn. And the market does reward the ones that persevere here, right? It does. And so you got to at one point be a little delusional almost, right? Be like, fuck it, I said, well, I'm doubling down even, right? And that will get rewarded. And then people will walk away just before the pumps. That's where that meme comes from. He sold pump it, right? Right before we see all season signs all over the place. And normally I'm not a person, you guys know me. And when it's not all season or not inside, I will not be talking about it. I'll be actually saying like, what are they screaming all seasons for? Is we're not there yet, right? So me talking about it is an indication that we're getting closer, right? But Bitcoin still needs a rally, and so I'm still on quarter 4 with all of this, and we're just. But what we're seeing now is just the road signs of where we're going, and we're just not there yet. And there's still a lot that needs to unfold. But I think, Lamb, yes, a lot of people will always give up right before it happens. So I always see that as that pain signal is definitely for me rally signal because it's max pain at one point. Yeah. And then all these people, what happened is they will then start to get back into crypto because now, oh, it still works, it's not broken. And then they're going to buy the green tops and then go through all of that pain cycle again. And it's too bad. Yeah.
It is too bad, but they're gonna deserve the price victory, unfortunately. Sad.
Yes, it's people experience. It's very hard when people had an experience for you to convince them otherwise. And so I'm not even trying to convince because when you come with your technical story on why and what Bitcoin is and why you should have stuff, and they are just going to double down on their conviction when you do that. So it's better just to say like, all right, I understand, right? And because the only way for them to change their mind is to have a different experience, but unfortunately they are going to experience the same because their behavior is going to be exactly the same, selling the bottom, buying the top. But this is the thing that we know in crypto, and it's at this point I'm not fighting it anymore. It's just like, you know what, my bags are packed. I believe i believe in communities. I believe in the doginal dogs, right? I believe in everything that is going to come for us, right? I have to. I cannot. I'm all in, right? And so, yes, there's got to be for me. Well, I'm just sitting back and I'm just gonna envision the fun that we're gonna have because there was Clubhouse last bull run was Clubhouse, and it's kind of like these DJ meme coins on B and they had the Clubhouse, and oh my God, the times in there it was hilarious, you guys. This was better than going out into the city and having a night out. To just be in a Clubhouse with all these people, your bags pumping, right? It was such a great experience, so much fun, and we're gonna have that all again, and this time even better, right? I mean the Doginal dog community, you guys. If you want to have be a part of that community, go to the Dojo Dog website, grab a starter dog, and join the family. It has been such great fun, and I'm just looking forward to share the rally with all of you. And we're gonna have banging spaces, and a lot of people are gonna come to X and to the spaces, right? The people that we have in here is nothing compared to when that all starts. So we kind of saw the veil of that being lifted with Trump token. Well, that Trump mania is that, do that times 100 for all season, right? That type of attention, that type of mania, right? That type of euphoria and curiosity from new people into the market. They're in bear market. It's so cute. Yes, I also wanted to say hi to Cervic. Cervic, I haven't talked to you in a long time. Cervic is an OG friend of mine, known years. So, Cervic, how are you doing?
Hey, Wilder, how you doing? I'm doing all right. I just Saturday, so I had a chance to hang out, and I seen you had a space going, so I was like, hop in and get a chance to finally talk to you, catch up.
Yes. And how have you been?
I've been good, just time flying by, working a lot, just same old, same old.
Mining that fiat in the fiat mine. Hey ho, hey ho. Off to the fiat mine you go. Yeah.
I don't know. With they were all with the rising prices around here, it's kind of hard to.
Oh,
But
it
you know
is.
what? I got my bags. I mean, we'll make it, and just got to believe it. It gets old, it gets boring, but chasing. That's why anytime Wilder throws something out there, I stick with it. I learned my lesson about not taking her advice. She's a freaking genius, I have massive respect for you, Wilder, and anybody in here should too. And they probably do. I mean, they known you for a while, so
Thank you very much, Sir Vic. Thank you. That means a lot. I'm trying always to get the village to make some bread in the right way, and not just a little, but buy a lot. Right? We got to make it, because I know a lot of people won't make it. So I have been trying in the space just to hammer things down, hammer it down. Stick to your guns, stick to your plan. Right? And that's the way to go over time. But I'm gonna be so excited for you as well, Sir Vic, because I know for you guys to go to the job every day and life be better, to make your life just a little bit better. I understand that you want money tomorrow. I really get that. I really feel that. I've been in lots of positions in my life, from a lot of money to no money at all. And so I know really how that feels when you don't have it, right? You're really being anxious around it. You worry. And that worry is unhelpful in this crypto space because it's going to make you take risks you should not be taking, especially in your situation, right? When that little money needs to go a long way, right? Not the shortcuts. And so, yes, I hope you also got a bag of that estate excervic,
of what?
of that ESX. I've been talking about it. Now, if you don't, then I'm going to send you something. You get into my DMs and I'll give you a moon bag for the pool, for the alt season.
Yeah, yeah. I always appreciate you. No, but that's to kind of touch on what you said, and I think that's very important. Is um, to have nothing really strains you up. I mean, to hit bottom and kind of like, okay, I got to pick myself up and go. That's the hardest part. The first time. Once you've been there, I mean, it's easier. Once you hit bottom again because you've been there before. I mean, it's like the first time is just something new. I've been in that same situation. Before I had my family, I there for a while. I thought I was making smart choices, and I didn't have a place to stay for a couple months, and I finally had to figure my shit out. I'm sorry for cussing. I don't know if you guys do, but that's how I speak. But I finally had to figure my
Yeah.
stuff out, and but that's the thing is the wonderful thing about that is that was bottom, and it was stressful, like you said, and it was worrisome, and it was like, what am I going to do? What have I done with my life? But once you got all those feelings out, like I know if I ever hit rock bottom again, I'll pick myself up. Those worries, yeah, they'll be there, but they won't be as overwhelming as they were that first time. And I kind of see it. I mean, yeah, touch on what you said about, you want money tomorrow. I mean, I think everybody's kind of disillusioned when they get into crypto because I mean that, you know, I came in here not knowing anybody, and that was my thing. Like I kept hearing all these stories like, oh, get rich quick. This guy got quick rich, millionaire. And you have that mentality like, oh, I'll get into crypto. And I've actually, for the most part, early on really lost way more than I had ever won until I started hanging out with Wilder. I have some nice wins there. But and that's the thing is it's just kind of your mentality is everything. I mean, it's you have to have that. You have to be headstrong, and you have to and this is just me for everybody has their own story, but this is my story. I'm not saying that, but if somebody could take something from what I'm saying, I mean, and it benefits them in the long run, that's awesome. I mean, but just from my experience, there was a lot of misconception getting involved with the wrong projects, and finally you just kind of gotta get out there, network, and I've met some great people. Wilder, I've known her for a good while now, and I have massive respect for her. I met her in a space, and from there I just started to kind of following her and hopping in her spaces, and I remember when there was like 7 or 8 people, early on in one of the projects that we were in that we believed in, and obviously like so many projects, the disillusion, um, but and she's given me a lot of good advice. She's given me, there's been times where I've say, hey, Wilder, looking at this project. What do you think about it? And she's freaking amazing, man. She'll look at it, she'll get with you and say, I don't think the liquidity or this or that or the top holders. It's awesome because when I send her something, I know I can trust her word, and that's just like the relationships you built here when you get out there, when you network. For every 10 people I've met one good one out of those 10 people. And that's what you got to learn, man. Like at the end of the day, the majority of these people want you to make money with them, or hold on, the majority of there's a small percentage that wants you to make money. There's a large percentage that wants to take your money, and they'll smile to your face. And I've never dealt with more backstabbing two face than I have on crypto. X. But you learn that stuff, and that's just part of like the journey. I think I'm grateful for it. Like I'm a lot more cautious now. I know my little circle and who I trust and who I value, and it's one of those deals where I'm going to show up and support when I can, how I can, and always show love to the people that I've known for a while. Wilder deserves it. She's a smart cookie, so massive respect for her.
I'm a cookie, all right. Crunch, crunch. No, thank you, Sir Vic, for all the flowers. I really appreciate you in the space, and you are absolutely right. And even, I had to learn sometimes too, right? I got stabbed in the back, pretty rough, right? Because that happens, and money changes people, and not always for the good at all, right? And yeah, so a lot of things that were like gentlemen agreements in this space, they mean nothing, right? Not a thing. And uh, and so uh, you just eventually gotta move on and learn, and to do better, and then and not be mad at it, right? Not be mad at it, consider it, something that you had to go through in order to make it, right? In order to work for you in the end story, right? So when the movie ends, it was all a part of your success anyway, right? In a moment, it can
Yeah,
feel really tough, right? Yeah, yeah,
and I completely agree with you, Wilder. I mean, the way I look at it is, it cost me this much money to know that dude was, or that
yeah,
those people were, and never to mess with them again. I mean, in the long term, because of what they did, I saved a lot more money by not investing into their projects anymore. You know what I mean? It
yeah,
cost me a little bit to show me their true colors, and and I
absolutely.
lost a lot, but at the end of the day, I know I won't lose any more money to them. Greed's a mother. I mean, it is, and you see greed all over the timeline. That's why when you find people like, I have a small circle, you're part of the circle, and I have a couple other friends that I have in this space, and I value you guys because you guys are like rare to find in this space. And I'm not saying like that's just from the people I've met, and the wonderful thing is I'm going to continue to meet great people, I mean, anybody Wilder's messing with, massive, massive respect, and you've already got a leg up with me. So, who, because, she attracts good people. But, I totally agree with you. Greed's a mother. I mean,
Usually,
people, they get,
usually, but yes, greed. The market does not reward your greed, and then like it comes from the fact that you feel like you lack something, right? Like you don't have enough, and this is not a good place to come from, because look, you are enough. You woke up today, that means you did well, right? There's a lot of people living in different look, you had a 19% chance to be born in India, in some back alley, right? I mean, look, you're already you're front running, you're winning either way. You have a roof over your head, you have food, you got some things covered, nice, right? Maybe you don't have the newest, latest thing. Maybe you're still here on your old phone, right? Who cares? Who cares? This is a space where you can make it. It's just you got to tuck that greed, right? You're not got to be chasing here. Chasing is never good, right? That's also in relationships. Chasing is not the way to go at all. It's not like pick me, and feel unworthy, right? And in the crypto, you got to stand up. You got to be worthy. You got to be worthy of your portfolio. You got to be worthy of the money, the time that it took to make that fiat money, and it deserves your respect. That was the time you spent to make that money that you bought your portfolio with. Stop paying the ruggers, right? Stop paying the scammers here. Yeah, but that is going to be a thing in this space. We have still a long way to go in crypto. And look, that there's scammers in banks as well, right? Just the same. Just because they wear a suit, it doesn't mean that they, 2008 rings a bell, right? Then some of the biggest criminals, some of the bigger rugs globally happened there. So it's just scammers on epic scale, and here we still have is scammers on very much a lower scale, but they're there. So that's why you need to build a decent portfolio. And I think Sir Vic, just you know, I've been in meme spaces getting kicked off stages for saying this because they kind of wanted you to put all in on their joke of a project, right? And so always sus if people are not allowed to say these things. Yeah, go ahead, Sir Vic.
No, yeah, I have been there, and to me, that's more of a red flag when you kick somebody for speaking, facts in the sense, and I do agree with you. I mean, I've been in a couple of those spaces, and I'm just like, dang, and it made, because I know Wilder so long, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to mess with any of these projects. But I was just gonna say that was an accident. I didn't mean to raise my hand, but since I'm on, I just want to say, it's hard not to praise Wilder. I know I came up here and I just started shooting flowers, but it's hard because you don't meet great people like that a lot. So it's automatic, like just start praising and valuing the people that I have met in this space. And
Yeah, it is. It's
some of
great.
these people are like,
Yeah, I
some of these people are probably like, man, he just won't shut up about Wilder. But it's hard when you meet great people. It's hard not to.
yeah, I think
I
that's a
should
great
be
point.
looking for, yeah, we should be looking for a wild strategy token, something like that.
Yeah, you know what? And not that long ago, I heard something that Murad had said about the good rise to the top, the good people rise to the top, and that's something that just look at the KOLs and things like that. The ones that tend to be involved in projects that um, are extracting liquidity from the public and everything. It's like those people tend to weed themselves out, and the people that are actually providing like valuable information and trying to guide people in the right direction, those people build a solid reputation and have people like yourself coming on and praising them. So I just think that there's something to be said about that, the
Yep.
good people, you want to find them and keep them close because you want to stick with the winners.
Absolutely. And you guys, it's not like I haven't had offers, right? But I know where they come from. And so, no thank you. I can hold up my own pants in this space. I don't need to be paid here by a project at all, right? I'm not even looking for that. I know a lot of teams, I know a lot of developers, and I know a lot of people in this space also on the background, right? And very much. And sometimes they'll catch up and see what's going on. And it's just that you got to keep tabs, right? Because next thing you know, you might fall for something like that. And there are groups out there that are absolutely serial rugging people, and they come with good stuff too that might look good, right? And so you need to be aware. And so I just do my trading, my technical analysis. I just stick to my guns, stick to my plan, and try and not financial advise people on how to build a portfolio. And also to teach people some patience, because what is 4 or 5 years to get financially free? Where in the world can we do this? And I have a lot of good people around me as well. It's not, I'm not the only one, you guys. There's tons of good people out there, and some of them are not on X, right? And some of them are just real life, and I only meet them as somewhere somehow when we have a Bitcoin conference or the XRP dinner or whatever. These good people, and they are already working in the financial space to begin with in the real world, and so they know they either operate on the stock market, and so I'm pulling myself up on people as well, and this is just works. And what is 4 or 5 years, right? Of you don't even need to work, and you don't need to hustle this. You could have just DCA'd for the last 3 years and just wait for this moment to happen. And you're in 24, that pump on 24 would have already pumped your portfolio minimum of 20x, minimum of 20x, right? So you would have spent the last year and a half already, even if you've not sold anything, that floor is up, your portfolio is up. It would still be up a 5x from that 24 top, from that relief rally there. And you've been just happy smiling about what you did, and then cruise along to financial freedom. And 4 or 5 years is nothing, but I know that some of you will like to get it tomorrow, and that's just like investing in a lottery ticket, it's not a good strategy at all, right? We all know. So, and I like to go for lottery tickets as well, but it's not with money that I need, and it's money that I considered gone, right? I put it in, I buy the ticket. Chances that I win nothing is big. So money's gone. I consider it gone. It's not an investment, and I don't expect anything. Money's gone. So that's my take on it. And you need to have a portfolio that can set you up for financial freedom. And it's pretty much in crypto right now. We're still early. Even if you would have gotten rugged, even if you did it all wrong, right? You're still exposed to crypto. It's still not too late for you to get your act together and get on the grind with this, right? And for everyone, their portfolio looks different. What should be in there, what should be coming later, right? If you want to rotate into things, how does that look, right? And also exit strategies, selling strategies, that's all going to be a part of your plan. And it's going to take you to pay a little bit of attention to that and get that in place. And yeah, so that's what I've been talking about for the last years in these spaces, and exactly why I got tossed out of out of well, I kind of was in the fart coin space earlier where was this guy Wolfie. I guess he's from the Netherlands too, but I recognized his voice. I was like, hey, I heard you in this space as well, maybe a long time ago. And he was like, yeah, it was like a year ago. And you were talking to Jake and Rodney, Jake again, and Rodney. I was on their stage telling them about Sui, and they were like, yeah. Blah, blah. And then, a couple of months later, when Volume came in, all of a sudden they're maxis. And he was kind of pointing that out. He was like, you were in space already. I was like, yes, I'm in space, is saying what I think is bullish. Trash Panda, you have your hand up?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just like thinking about what he said about like good people, all that stuff.
Hmm.
Like if you need like oh, how to say this, like basically I'm in a Discord group or like the gang basically, where we do like free calls where it comes like free long shorts, whatever. Like meme coin calls from a guy like Asta Web3 is genius on it, like multi millionaire on it, and like he's a actual decent guy. He doesn't like rug anyone. He doesn't fuck them over. He like teaches people. Yeah, yeah. I can share the Discord link, I guess, if there's any interest in it.
Yes,
I
if
mean,
ever want
uh,
to want some alpha, sure.
everyone's pretty much welcome. Like the only thing is if you see something gang related, share it, talk about it. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
join our Telegram channel, and so that way we can get the link. If you like, let me go ahead and I'm gonna share the Telegram channel with you, Trash, and then
We're
yeah,
exchanging links. I feel like we're bonding.
yes,
yeah.
yeah, I want to be in that TG. I want to be in that TG for sure, or the Discord.
This is Discord though. There's like free calls and then there's like premium.
Discord
I don't
is
know
a
if you
different
guys have heard
animal.
about. Have you guys heard about Sol Collecta by any chance? It's like Dios
Yes,
groups. Yeah, yeah. Like his
yes.
calls, like you get them premium, like for free, basically. If you like get like a VIP member and then Soul God's whitelist, you get a lot of like free stuff basically just to like show up. You don't really have to do much. And there's nice people. I'm actually a mod there, but I'm been a
All
bit
right,
like
let's check it. Let's check it out. Everyone, to your own discretion.
yeah,
There,
yeah.
right? Yes.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I'll
yeah,
give the
but
link.
these things, these groups, and these bonds that you are forming and networking and stuff. Look, we are gonna do like I am such a utility person, right? When it comes to your portfolio risk manage, and sure, and but in the Bitcoin groups, I'm like much a degen. They see me as like I'm such an ultra degen, which me comparing to if you would hear me in space, you would be like, oh my god, this sounds like Goody Two Shoes here, right? And but can you imagine the Bitcoin maxis, right? What they think of me? I trigger them all the time when I mention a meme token. But
Yeah, I bet.
yeah, they're like, oh my god, what are you doing, right? Especially as well as the hardcore XRP community. Yeah, those are not jiving. Jasmine community, those are all like, don't buy the XRP. But no, this alt season and then after, watch me because we're gonna degen so hardcore together. You don't want to know what happens at the end of alt season, right? At the tail end, where everybody still thinks Bitcoin is going to do another pump, while we already flipped there,
Sh-
right?
Short an NFT.
Yes, exactly. And then watch that deegening is going to be hot. If you think that these floors, that these coins are that these new pairs, and then they fly to a few million, that's nothing. That's nothing. These things they will fly 60 to 100 million out of nowhere all the time, right? It is like this.
Yeah,
And so on ETH, there's going to be floors being held of 30 million instead of 300K. So that's how dramatic it will get. It was on
it's gonna
B.
be fun.
It's gonna be fun. It was on B&B last time. Now I did get a rugged there more times, but I
Four
didn't know what I
times.
was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. And now I know. Right?
Damn.
So
Well,
we
you
learned.
gotta learn. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
even
so.
how good it looks, it can still fool you. That's the
Oh
annoying
yeah.
part.
Right. Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Well, and that time, I remember at that time too, and that's why I actually learned how to code, because at that time too, there were a lot of contracts that were faulty. So get this, now you have these pump funds, and of course they buy up the supply and then rug you, but it's actually fair launches, and I think we don't appreciate that too much in this space nowadays, because to distinguish a fair launch, you had to have your contract scanners out, because they could be hidden honeypots, open contracts, moves, functions in the contract that could rock your wallet, right? There were that was a lot
There
of
can be
stuff.
loads.
Yes, there could be loads, and so now our only problem with these platforms is that well they're going to take up all the supply and rug you anyway, right?
Mm.
But back then you could have been rugged from straight from the gate, draining your wallet through uh, a contract with blacklistings that would blacklist all the wallets except for the wallets that from the team, right? So they could sell
Mm.
while you couldn't. There was a halt there on the selling. Oh my God,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So you needed to have that scanner out all the time. You could not ape before you scanned something. And delayed honeypots there too. Oh Jesus Christ, delayed honeypots, so many. And so at least now on Move Pump and that kind of platforms, they the contracts are all the same, and it is a fair launch. And if you get rugged after, it has nothing to do with it being just a fair launch. LP
Mm.
is burned, right? Not that kind of stuff. But there was tons of things back then that could go wrong when you aped.
I, I actually found if you used a specific place, I don't know, like the LP or whatever. I don't know how to explain it like in English, but if you use this one and you just gave it like a small pump, the bots would automatically notice it and like
Yep.
keep buying.
Hmm.
So you could basically go in, like you just push it, get a like a small bump, like I don't know, $200, and it would just automatically go up. So you could
Yep.
get like you could farm 200%, sell out all, and like just
Yep.
keep doing that the whole weekend,
Yep.
and bots will just keep going.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I can't do that now anymore. That's not optional.
Oh, you can still do it.
Yeah, you can
Like
still do it.
I did it like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
All right. All right.
I found a hack.
You found
Okay,
it
okay.
out. Coco.
A coder showed it to me.
Oh, show it to me then too. Um, that's very interesting. What was I gonna say? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But a lot of things that were going on too, especially on Maxi, when Solana tokens. So a lot of tokens, when they get a Maxi listing, they die because Maxi is the cheapest listing they can get. They wreck the token anyway, right? They just send their coins to Maxi, sell on there, boom, call it a day. And so there's a lot of tokens on there that are sub 100K or sub 200K. And not much movement. And so there used to be like bigger groups that would go in, pick a token, right? Do like a sort of CTO on it almost. They start buying it. And what happens then? These things are not hard to pump. It can get to 10, 15, 20% in a heartbeat because they're so low cap, right? And then Maxi would give the signal. And they did that on red days, especially. And then everybody with Maxi would get like a notification from Maxi, hey, this coin pumping so many percent. And then people would ape in on there creating a 60-70% pump, and then the people who picked it up on the bottom will start dumping on that and call it a day, right? And then 2 days later, token back to the floor that it was on. That happens too. There's a shit ton that happens in this space.
Yeah, it's insane, but it's fun though. It's really fun.
Yeah, just right now, I'm just, it's just interesting for me to see what is going on and how people are doing it. And so you don't necessarily get into yourself, because I picked up on those things because I actually had a volume bot for Mexi, Bitcat, and the one I used to call these swing trades, right? So I was always having these bots on. So when volume came in, I was kind of looking at it. And then I noticed that more and more things of that was happening. And then I started to look them up, like who is doing this. And then it turned out
Yeah.
there were whole groups organized doing this. Yeah.
Oh, there's so many. I've actually made a list, like scammers list. Just
Yeah.
added like all this fake calls who are like, oh, I'm gonna make the best token, blah blah blah,
Yeah, yeah, of course.
and then they bro get on like 7K. Like, oh,
Yeah, yeah. It happens. It happens. But yeah, you guys, I'm bullish on. You guys know I'm bullish on Sui. I'm bullish on the memes on Sui and the projects on Sui by and large. You guys should look at. I think DeLorean DMC is going to do very, very well. I don't think this is a high market cap at all. They still need a lot of stuff. It's not DeLorean as in a meme. No, it's the real motor company, right? On Sui coming out with their new electric vehicle, um, DeLorean, right? After 40 years. And so they are going to do that tokenization of the car industry. And so you guys want to look at that. It's called DMC and it's DeLorean Motor Company on Sui. So um, actually, we were talking about it when it was half the market cap of what it is now, or even lower. And they do have NFTs and that kind of stuff that can give you an edge when you want to get a DeLorean eventually. They're also tradable. There's some other utility um, there that can give you some bread in the meantime. So go ahead and look at that project, you guys. I think it's going to do very, very well. Also, if you want to look on Sui to degen later on in the cycle, right, you should get ready and get yourself that Rate and X. The link is in my bio. It's the Bull X for Sui. And even though you may not want to use it now, which I think if you're buying some things for your portfolio in Sui, I think Rate and X is perfect for that because it actually has a DCA function. So you can actually say like, oh, in this range with this money, and then do it on the hourly, the daily, the weekly, the monthly, whatever you want to do there, right? You can set that up and do an automatic DCA like that. It works through Telegram and then into your browser, right? Um, so yeah, go ahead. I think we it's a tool that we're gonna need if we're gonna degen later on Sui. Very much, right? The Insta 8 button there, everything. Yes, right. I'm getting ready for all of that jazz and have some fun.
Yes, yes.
Also, yes, yes. Also, we are fans, and we do have a bag. So this is like a shill for Tick and I, and for many of our village actually. Fartcoin on Sui has joined the Fartcoin cycle, right? So Fartcoin on Base, Fartcoin on Solana, Fartcoin on Sui. There's now a wormhole where people from Solana can buy Fartcoin on Sui as well. So we made it the dev there, made it kind of easy to board for the Fartcoin lovers, which are far and wide and many. But the market cap from the one on Sui is ridiculously low in comparison to these other two that are sitting on multi millions. That one is sitting sub 350K.
And that volume
This
is
is
coming.
oh
Ethereum
yes.
hitting Ethereum running to all time high as profit is taken. Sui is bound to rip because it's sitting at such a juicy
It's
price. It's like it's
Sui is as
institutional money is
close.
going to buy that up, and it's just going
Sui,
to.
yeah, Sui sits as close to its all-time high as Ethereum is right now. So
Mm-hmm.
watch that happen.
Yep.
And yeah, definitely, right? So get ready for that. Get ready with your Raiden X, right? It's a fabulous tool, just like Bull X. You could be really fast, and that's how we like it. But it also has that DCA function. Plus, On Sui, there's a few liquidity pools, right? Providers. So you have Turbos, you have Blue Move, you have Cetus, of course, Cetus, everybody knows. But you have Bluefin, right? So, but on the Rate and X, it catches every pool real time because Dex Screener actually has a problem with Sui tokens sometimes because they're sometimes too fast and Dinosaur Dex cannot keep up. So you're not seeing all the transactions. They just might get on some pools. Sometimes there's a shared pool that Deck Screener is not catching up on either. And so on Radenex, you always get the real chart, the real buys, the real sells, the real holders, and give you all of that information. So I think it's just a great tool. It's just like BullX for Solana. So if you're like aping and degen and so, and we do that, yeah. And so with that, we're gonna, play this.
Yes, yes. Thank you again to
Am
everyone
I?
for joining us. It's so cool to see the people that are showing up every day to, support us and, get some alpha and pump their bags. But it's really cool. Thank you. It's huge. Everyone that's coming through to support. So thank you guys so much for joining us today and everyone for coming up on stage. Really great vibes. So thank you guys.
Absolutely. And look, if it's bullish tomorrow, we might cook in our space. What do you say, Tick? If we're
If
bullish. If
yeah,
not, then we're
if we're
gonna
pumping,
sleep and get ready for Monday.
if we're pumping, we'll be jumping for sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll probably will be jumping. All
Awesome.
right, everybody. I want you all to follow the people on stage, but don't, oh yeah, I was gonna give you a little tip, alpha tip, right, for how to engage on X.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna mention this again. When you see a post that says, "Hey, who's here on the weekend?" or "Hey, who's active?" right? Who's here on Saturdays or whatever the day is? Usually they get a lot of traction, and that's for a reason. So you want to make that post yourself daily. Also, you want to engage when you see a big post on that really pops off, right? Then go under each comment and start responding to the people who respond there. Right, someone might be saying, "Yes, I'm here," and you'll be going under that. "Oh my God, I'm here too!" Right, and then you're gonna follow each other. That's how you engage and get a lot of followers on X. This works brilliantly. You can go from 2, 3 followers a day, 10 followers a day, to 50, to 100, to 150. And this is no joke. And that
Wow.
just takes a couple of minutes of your time to do. And it's kind of not cool if you do it under a good morning post of somebody and then that person receives a good morning and you're going to be under it saying good morning too. That's kind of bearish. But it's the posts to do that on are these posts on, hey, who's active? Also, the person who commented is actually in the moment already active, ready to respond to you, right? So this is kind of the hack. Let's go. Trash Panda, you want to say something? Your mic is open.
Oh, damn. Sorry, sorry. No, no. Thanks for space. Have a nice weekend. That's about it.
Yes. Well, thank you. Well, nice to get to know you, Panda. I see you on the timeline, and I always try to connect in a more authentic way with people, just who I am, right? And so, sharing a picture every now and then, it was just like, yeah, nice meeting somebody in Norway close to me. Let's go. Oh, let's
Yeah, let's go.
let's go.
Yeah.
Play it from the start.
What's the ticker?
What's the ticker?
Yeah. What's the ticker? Where's it at? What is the ticker? Where's it at? I got crypto in the bag, send the CA in the chat. Gonna ape another fat, got a runner on the map. Solana sniping like a gat, and the Zoe is moving quickly. I'm squeezing where they at. I'm trying to bring the Mimquins back. 1,000x is gonna land. I got he chilling in the back, and the guest fees are gonna slap. Where's the ticker? Where's it at?
Yes, again, thank you everybody for coming. Follow each other, show some love on that timeline, right? Let's get ready for our season. Let's go.
Yes, yes.
Tick.
Thank you so much. Stay bullish, my friends. We'll see you tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, we'll see you Monday. Let's
Is that a
go.
prophecy? Bitcoin gonna pump really hard and we're gonna be here tomorrow.
That's gonna
Man,
pump. Biddy's gonna pump.
man, manifest, manifest. Let's go.